Hey, it's Dan Morales, and I wanted to shoot a quick video to talk about the process of selecting a home builder. Now, as someone who has custom built a home himself, I know what that process is like because I've gone through it and have successfully navigated the process of building a custom home. So I wanted to share with you some information from my own personal perspective and thought process. Now, I always tell folks when it comes to building a new home, the devil is in the details, and that includes the selection process of picking the builder you're going to work with. Now, if you're working or if you're getting quotes, if you will, from multiple builders, I really encourage you to make sure you do your homework and that you compare apples to apples and not apples to oranges. Too many times I've seen clients get bids from 3 or 4 different builders and they say, okay, I'm going to work with Joe Blow Builder because he was the cheapest, but they didn't look at the details of the contract, only to find out that at the end of the day, Joe Blow's number was actually going to be a higher number in the end because Joe Blow, when he gave you the bid, didn't calculate everything correctly, or the specifications or allowances of what they were going to put into the house were not consistent with what your expectations were. Now, you want to make sure everything is detailed out so you know what you're going to get, what you're paying for, what finishes are going to go into the house, what are the details of what you're going to be building, what is it going to cost you, what are your allowances going to be. An allowance is nothing more than a budget, if you will, that you have from the builder towards certain items. Typically you'll see allowances, let's say, for like light fixtures. So if one builder is substantially cheaper, there's a good chance that the allowances that they allowed for as part of your new home are not going to be sufficient for maybe what you want to put into that house. So that's one way for a builder to make their numbers look cheaper, is to give you smaller allowances, which at the end of the day may end up becoming larger cost because the allowance was not sufficient to cover what you needed to have. So really make sure you pay attention to the details. The devil is in the details when it comes to looking at contracts and specifications to make sure you're comparing apples to apples. If you have a specific builder you're working with, make sure everything's in writing. Make sure you know exactly what you're getting, what you're paying for, and what your expectations are, and that they're being met by the builder, and that what you're expecting is consistent with what the builder is planning on providing to you. You want to make sure you have good, honest communication and that you have the, if you will, realistic expectations. Now, I always tell people, keep in mind, you get what you pay for, right? So, if you want, if you will, super nice stuff, then plan on spending a little bit more. If you're okay with sacrificing maybe some quality or some finishes in a home, then maybe you can cut some of the cost of your new home down because you've sacrificed some as part of that. But you get what you pay for. Again, the devil's in the details. Make sure everything is detailed. It's in writing. You know what you're going to get. Make sure you properly vet your builder. And what I mean by that is make sure that you've got references from the builder. Make sure that you've seen other properties that they've built and that they can actually handle the scope of the project that you're looking at building and that you're comfortable working with them. Now, we do a little bit of vetting on the builder as well too, but that vetting is not meant to imply or warranty the builder's quality of work or that they're going to finish the home on time or budget or anything like that. That ultimately is still your responsibility as a client, even though we may do some background checks on the builder on our end as well too, because we want to make sure that the builder at least has a high probability of being able to finish the project as intended. Okay, so again, I just want to remind you, the devil's in the details. Do your homework. Spend a little more time up front in really researching your builder to make sure you're comfortable with them, that you've seen other projects that they've done, that you've talked to other homeowners that they built for, and then also make sure you spend some time on the front end of the project working with your builder to make sure you nail down honest expectations, that you have a good, rock solid budget to work with so you know what to expect as part of this process, as opposed to running into things that escalate the cost of the house after you've started the project. Again, the devil's in the details. Make sure you do your homework. Now, if you have questions, concerns, or anything that we can help with in regards to the process of selecting a builder or getting ready to build a new home, whether it's construction financing or anything that we can assist you with, my team and I are here to help you out. Again, my name is Dan Morales. You can reach me at danmorales.com, DANMORALEZ.com, or my phone number is 616-931-4629. Again, we're ready to help in any way we can. Thanks for watching.